So the brokest, my mom, we didn't grow up having any money. My mom grew up broke, I grew up broke. But I remember my wife and I, right before we got married in 2011, she was going to college full time, studying business. I was working in sales. It was really terrible. I mean, I would go on like 5-hour appointments and never close. It was terrible. We would eat at Taco Bell every night because that's all the money we had. My take-home pay for my full-time job while I was trying to transition, do my own thing, was $1,900 a month. That paid our rent at our apartment, paid all our bills, everything. And thinking about like what y'all were talking about, I don't know that I would have accomplished anything without her like believing in me, which is really interesting.
Your mom?
No, my wife.
Oh, your wife. My bad.
Yeah, both of them. They
Sorry,
both believe in
I don't know
me.
if your mom was eating at Taco Bell.
I don't take my mom out on dates.
To be honest with you, I just heard Taco Bell. I was like, that sounds really good right now, and I just dozed off for a second.
Yeah, so that was like our low point. It was really fun, like looking back on it.
So your wife believed in you when you were broke?
Taco Bell every night, man.
It's
Got
out there, Adam.
$7.
It's out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does that work, dude?
It was convenient, but it was by the apartment. It was
Okay.
we knew what we liked. You get a bean and cheese for 99 cents. I mean, it just worked.
How much younger was she than you?
She's like, I'm like 3 months older than her,
Wow.
so we're about the same age.
Okay, well, this is actually a perfect segue for this next conversation where I want the ladies to really weigh in on this, okay? So here's the article, and then you guys can share your broke stories. But you know, when pretty girls are broke, it's just you'll figure it out. Believe me, some guy will buy you dinner. Guys are broke, you know. You don't see pretty homeless women. That's another thing. This isn't a comedy bit. It's just a thing. But thank you guys for sharing the broke stories. You figured it out. But here's an article that I really want the ladies to weigh in on, and then we'll have the guys talk about it as well. Pull this up. Relationship expert says guys on low salaries shouldn't even bother dating. I'm a relationship expert, and guys on low salaries are wasting their time. Relationship coach Carla Elia is advising women to prioritize dating men with a provider mindset, okay? Carla insists that men who can't afford to invest in a woman should wait until they are financially stable to start dating. No Taco Bell, bro, I'm sorry. On the other hand, she stresses that women should not settle out of fear, okay? She says that when a woman settles down and gets married, fertility is not forever. This might be controversial. However, a man can make his life start over with a new girl at any age, okay? Moral of the story, a woman's time is more valuable because she has more to lose. I fully endorse this message. I want to hear what you ladies say. I say this all the time, that, you know, from 0 to 18, guys, girls, do your thing. Your 20s for a woman are the most important decade of your life, okay? Because by the time you're 30, you know, women get that 30, like, I'm 30, I'm freaking out. Like, I actually learned this from girlfriends of mine, specifically Kim Kardashian, like, straight up. And men, take your fucking time. 20s, like, meaning as far as relationships go, focus on yourself, focus on work, focus on self-improvement, fuck around on the relationship side of things, date a wrong girl, date a stripper, fuck around, like whatever you got to do,
Safely.
but focus on yourself. Men can afford to make that mistake, women cannot. That's my opinion. Because men, by the time they're 40, they can still be dating young, attractive women, they can still have kids, they can still do it. There's women that are my age in their late 30s, early 40s, who are the hottest girls in high school who are still trying to land a man at 40 years old. And I'm like, baby, what happened? Every dude was like throwing himself at you like he's a fucking dick salesman, just like, dick here, and one there, like, it was like, and I'm like, why are you single? And these girls I absolutely love and adore, and I don't understand that. But the point is this, I completely endorse what this lady is saying. So ladies, should men, let's say men in their 20s who have not made any money yet, should they waste their time dating or should they continue dating? What are your ladies' thoughts?
Okay, I'll go first. I don't think you should say no to dating, but I think you should focus on self-improvement and those type of things so you can be the best version of yourself for a relationship. So I'm not saying you shouldn't go on dates because, look, at the end of the day, I would love to just go to McDonald's and have good conversation. I'm like a really easygoing girl.
Yeah, but you're not going on a date with McDonald's.
I'm not going on it. Well, also, I'm in my 30s now, but in my 20s, different. And also in my 20s, I didn't work enough on myself to be in that like great relationship either. So you can be 24 as a woman, and yes, I know time is always ticking, like I understand that, but maybe you're not on that right page either. So to say don't date in your 20s, especially for men, I don't know. I'm a little anti that. I don't think.
Are you 30 yet?
I'm 33.
You're 33. You look great.
Thank you.
Do you have any friends who are 35, 40?
I definitely have friends that are older.
Women?
Women.
How many of them are still single?
I have a handful, especially being
What's going on in their mind right now? The 40-year-old hot chick that's single.
Oh,
Walk me
freaking
through
out.
that. They're what?
Freaking out.
They're freaking out. What do you mean? Life's great. Being independent. It's awesome. What are you talking about? Why are they freaking out?
Obviously, and not everyone wants a family and children. Like that's for a certain individual, right? There's people that are okay with being single, things like that. But you want to spend your life with someone at the end of the day. You want to have that stability or even that friendship. A relationship is a friendship. So having that person you can count on. Look, I don't think dating a model is for everyone. And I think a lot of guys are like, oh, I want to date the model. I want to date the model. But you also have to take all the other things that come along with dating a model. And I don't think every man can handle that. So my friends in the industry that are single and older, they were either dating the wrong guys, dating just for money, when then they're not being seen or heard, and they thought it was going to be a great life, but they're unhappy.
So those women who are late 30s, 40s, beautiful, that are freaking out, your words, if you could go talk to them when they were 21, 25, 30 even, knowing what you know now, what would you tell those women?
Focus on yourself. Do self-improvement and find a man that has also done that for themselves as well. Don't focus like just on the money, because I think a lot of people, especially in my industry, women are trying to find the meal ticket. But you get the meal ticket and then you don't realize that, okay, that guy that's making millions of dollars, he also wants you to sit at home and just be a housewife, and maybe that's not going to make you happy. So focus on yourself and then attract a man that's also into those same things or has done the self-work.
Well, what's the famous quote? Women who marry for money and men who marry for beauty are equally robbed in the end.
Agreed.
There you go. How about you? Are you 30
Definitely-
yet?
Yes, I'm in my 30s.
Okay. So did I offend you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
But
Do you know women in their late 30s, the early
yes,
30s, 40s that are freaking
single.
out?
Yes, absolutely. But
Why?
I don't think there's a time limit. And I'll say this because in relationships, I think every relationship is a lesson where you grow. So I
Okay.
think you have to put yourself out there, like with anything, with business, with entrepreneurship, you take risk, right? And I can look back in my past relationships and I've learned something from every single relationship, right? But I do agree that if when you are the right person, you work on yourself, you attract the right person that you vibrate the same frequency. But you are growing still at the same time. So I think that, like what Amber said, work on yourself. If I could tell my younger self something, work on yourself, grow, read books, do personal development, but work on your business so that you bring value to the relationship. And if that's what you value, bringing value to the relationship as a business owner or the things that you can provide as a provider, then I think that the relationship becomes a little bit more smooth.
Let me ask you
you're
guys
not
a
looking
question.
for something out of it, you're bringing something to it.
Are you saying, hey, work on yourself, work yourself? Are you talking about the ladies or the men or both?
Both. I think both have
Okay.
to be at a happy place mentally to be able to, show up to the relationship the best way
Do you think
possible.
women would be better served if they stopped working on like themselves, like self-improvement, right? We get it. Look your best, all that. And learned how to be a good wife?
Yes,
Would that be helpful? Who said yes?
me.
Why do you say that?
Well, taking back to what we said in the main question, you said something about men with low wages, and then you said also the provider mindset.
Yeah.
So those key points is that even if a man at this current moment, no matter what age he is, has a lack of money, if he has a provider mindset, he's always going to find a way to take care of the woman.
So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another, or if you want to watch the entire SOSCAST, click right here.